Welcome to the 12th and final milestone of the Heart-Centered Parenting Roadmap. Over the last 11 sessions, you have worked hard to build a completely new set of tools for your family. But there are moments when the daily noise simply becomes overwhelming. You reach a point of complete exhaustion. You grip your coffee cup, and you can feel the last thread of your patience snapping. Before any technique we've covered can work long-term, we have to apply the oxygen mask rule. In an amplate emergency, you are instructed to secure your own mask before assisting a child. If you lose your air supply, you cannot help anyone else. Today, we are setting up a precise 15-minute system. You will use this exact protocol to step away, restore your air supply, and stop a temper explosion before it happens. Your emotional regulation is the operational baseline for everything else in the home. Without it, the other tools in this toolkit cannot function. There is a classic fable of a busy woodsman who chopped trees relentlessly from dawn until dusk without ever taking a break. This chart shows why his approach failed. Productivity followed a downward plunging line of continuous effort, while short breaks would have maintained stable output. The divergence between paths, this shaded area, represents ignoring maintenance, swinging a dull blade, working twice as hard for fewer trees. Your internal energy, your patience, and your emotional bandwidth are the axe of your household. Pushing through extreme exhaustion creates systemic failure in your home. Taking a deliberate break to recharge is an act of required maintenance. Step 1 is to pre-select your specific 15-minute axe-sharpening activity. You must decide on this right now, while you are calm, before you actually need it. Pick an effective, low-barrier action. That might mean drinking a hot cup of tea in silence, stepping out onto the balcony, or putting on headphones to listen to 2 specific songs. Now, step 2 is the detection phase. You need to identify the biological and physiological warning signs that your emotional battery is critically low. Watch for specific micro-triggers. This looks like snapping angrily over a minor milk spill, a tightening in your chest, or the sudden physical urge to yell. Ignoring these cues and attempting to power through a stressful situation with your kids almost always guarantees a breakdown in communication. Isolating your emotional trigger early gives you a window of opportunity. You can pivot to maintenance mode before anger takes over the environment. When you detect those warning signs, your action step is to declare a parental pause out loud to your child. Memorize and use this exact script. Mummy is sharpening her axe for 15 minutes. I need a quick recharge. Vocalizing this openly does 2 things. It gives you the space you need, and it models healthy emotional regulation for your child. Next, state your enforcement rule. Tell them clearly, please do not knock or interrupt for the next 15 minutes unless it is a true emergency. They will likely test this. If they interrupt with non-emergency whining, calmly repeat the boundary without engaging. Say, I'm on my 15-minute pause, and return to your activity. Holding this firm boundary removes parental guilt. You are replacing a panicked retreat with an active teaching moment about respecting human limits. Returning to your family after a 15-minute pause allows your nervous system to settle and your perspective to broaden. From this steadier state, you have the capacity to use active listening, or set up the boredom jar, or guide your children through sibling peace protocols. You have now learned all 12 concepts in the Heart-Centered Parenting Roadmap. It takes real dedication to examine your own reactions and build a complete toolkit from scratch. Your final homework assignment for the series is to execute 1 parental pause boundary tonight. Pick your activity, state the script, and take your 15 minutes. Save this playlist so you can refer back to the specific scripts whenever you need a refresher, and send it to another parent who is doing the hard work of raising kids. All the tools in this roadmap rely on your ability to model the behavior you want to see. By prioritizing your own calm, you provide the foundation your family needs to practice these lessons together.